possible touchdown.
Zerline's kick is up and through. And the Jets hit the board first. It's 3-0.
Well, given where they started that opening drive, CD, I think to get 3 out of it, probably a pretty good start that they'll take.
I think you're exactly right about that because they just shook off the effects of the kickoff in field position and took the ball, moved it downfield. Didn't pay off with a touchdown, but that drive, that was really nice for them, and they did come away with 3 points.
After the made field goal, Zerline back out there now to send this one away.
Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Jones and the Pats now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 16. Now Jones. Hunter Henry brings it in. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down.
They'll run with a former member of the Crimson Tide, Damian Harris. And he'll get a few yards here to the 34. The Patriots at 4-5, a game under 500. And they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot 1st down.
That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. They fire this one quickly to Austin. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That one goes for 30 yards. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
On the option right, it's Jones.
That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there and worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
Oftentimes when you see a running back get bunched up in the backfield, it's usually because the defensive tackle is eating up blockers for others to make the play. Not in this case.
2nd down and goal. Jones.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis. The defense looked geared up to stop the run, but obviously, Charles, they were ready for the pass, too.
Yeah, they were hoping they could catch everyone crashing and playing the run, but that was a very ill-advised throw right there. The opportunity lost.
A run on 1st down, but it's not going to get him much. Maybe a yard, and that's all.
Well, he got what he could there, just trying to move forward and gain a little bit of yardage and create some space. You know the pressure is going to be tough defensively.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
In his own end zone, it's Lance.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
There's a lot about that play you could easily see coming. Backed up in the shadow of their own goal line,
you know they're going to face pressure.
He's lucky his arm was going forward. It was close, but it was going forward.
Yeah, it could have been a safety or even given up a defensive touchdown.
The Jets on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. To throw from his end zone, Lance. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. No problem there on the extra point. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they, of course, coming into this one in the midst of a tough losing streak. They did get helped out by the open week last week, and in talking with him, all indications were, Charles, that was a very helpful break.
Yeah, I know a lot of teams, coaches, they hate taking time off in the midst of a losing streak because they think they have to stay on their toes and punch their way out of it. But occasionally, you get that open week, you step back, evaluate what's been going wrong, see what you can put in that can move you forward, and maybe you get a chance to breathe a little bit and kind of start over.
The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
That's a real nice job right there, working the middle of the field, working against those safeties. And you know, partner, if you get your hips turned the wrong way, big plays can result.
And a big play resulted right there. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't. But he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Again, they'll throw it with Lance. Throw over the middle. He's got Ruckert. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 25-yard line. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another 1st. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock for that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Looking for the out route, and he's got more. And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down, right around the 18-yard line. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll bring out 4th down. So here's Greg Zuerlein now as he'll try for the field goal. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. 2 minutes to play in this 1st half, 7-3 our score. Now the Jets will call on a field goal unit here. Zuerlein's kick is up and through. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6.
So the margin shrinks a bit as back-to-back drives here for him and with field goals.
Yeah, we know no one's turning down 3, especially in the first half, but you've got to finish these drives in the end zone. That's got to be a priority. Nice to have a reliable kicker, but outside of his agent, you know you'd rather him kick 1-pointers instead of 3-pointers.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes. Back-to-back, what a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. On 2nd and 10, Lance. Now Lance unable to escape, and down he goes. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. On the counter, it's Hall. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On is the punter man as he boots this one away. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Patriots take over. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And with great starting field position and one timeout in their pocket, they could still come away with points here in the late going. And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Throwing, Jones. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Open man here, the tight end, Henry. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw again. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And the Jets will take over here at their own 14-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. On 1st and 10, here's Lance. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it, and the Pats will take over possession here up at the 44.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44.
Jones throw here taken in by Parker.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This was the old NFL record distance for decades, a 63-yard attempt. And his kick is absolutely perfect. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter.
So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this 3rd quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Meanwhile, Jones' throw taken in by Thornton.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43.
A run with Harris out of the shotgun.
And some room to work. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Just shy of the 20. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
They go play action here on 1st down. And it'll be intercepted.
Picked off by Brandon Eccles. And the Jets are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And they'll run the option to start the drive.
6 yards there on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
Well, that's what he can do, when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop him.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained. And, in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
A give running right is Hall.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
They'll go again with Hall.
And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29.
Lance now on 1st down. This pass complete to Ruckert.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that will bring up 2nd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Option play. Here's Hall. And he'll have a Jets 1st down as he's able to get this up past the 40.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
2 first downs have him up to the 41 now for 1st and 10.
Throwing now is Lance.
And he wisely will throw that one away.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Straight ahead is Hall.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That 2nd down play, that's a -4.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
On 3rd and long, it's Lance.
And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 38-yard line. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety and being able to hit people with the run in the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU.
He needed 3, he got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and 8.
And they'll go for it. Lance.
And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. So following the failed try on 4th down, we'll change ends and change possession. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape. Oh, now Harris lost it. It's a fumble.
And it's scooped up by the Jets. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit, because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the fourth, a costly turnover. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Paul on a give up the middle.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
65 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now Lance. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on 1st down, but give him credit. He stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
And Lance again going to keep it.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
To throw, it's Lance.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's Connor Duggar who picks it.
And the Patriots are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage.
He had to fight that time. Ran through 1 tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
They'll run again with Harris. And he'll take this to about the 24, a gain of 3.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. And he is going to lose yardage here. On 4th down, Jones. Open receiver here, complete, it's Parker. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
An option handoff given to Harris.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Back to throw. Jones. Completes it to Austin. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
They'll try the right side with Harris. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Looking to throw. Jones. Open man, the tight end, Henry. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Harris running straight ahead. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That's a gain of 4 here in the 4th quarter, with them leading by 4 on the scoreboard.
It's largely been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now is where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
They'll try to run with Harris. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. Damian Harris with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Patriots are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. The point after is good, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Barrios now from his end zone. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Out of the gun, they run it with Hall. And some room to run now. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 89 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Play action, now it's Lance. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield, and it's knocked away and incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Throwing is Lance on 3rd down. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game.
Let's go.
On 1st down, Lance. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And the Pats will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Down to a knee goes Jones, and that should just about seal it. So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Patriots, it's a win that might keep them alive in the playoff race as they're back to 500 at 5-5. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for the Jets, add one more loss to the column. That drops them to a woeful 1-9 so far. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against the Chicago Bears.
Let's go. I am the great. You seen the making of a star, they hear my name and remember me. I am the great. Just let the record show that I said I'm coming for everything. I am the great. You seen the making of a star, they hear my name and remember me. I am the greatest of all time. Said I'm coming for everything. You good, but to be great, you gotta have confidence. The next level was legend. You gotta have accomplishments. In any league, they considering me dominant. The long falls, you know the pit of defeat, bottomless. I was hungry way before I got your support. I hopped off the porch around the time that y'all got awards. Lyrical exercise, this what I call a sport. The fourth bar, brother, when I push the rock off the court. I got champion genetics. Next level. One of the best. Remember me. I am the great. You seen the making of a star, they hear my name and remember me. Remember me. I am the great. Just let the record show that I said I'm coming for everything. I am the great. You seen the making of a star, they hear my name and remember me. Remember me. I am the great. Just let the record show that I said I'm coming for everything. The chattermouths who talent don't average out. If your flow ain't nowhere near this caliber, that don't count. Competition get flattened out. Getting money like I went top 3 in the first round. My salary that amount. They want my style, but that ain't much to be flat about. I take it as a challenge when rappers calling my status out. One of the best, and they ain't my pedigree. You can have the rings, or we did it, AI's legacy. I got champion genetics. Next level. One of the best. Remember me. I am the great. You seen the making of a star, they hear my name and remember me. I am the great. Just let the record show that I said I'm coming for everything. I am the great. You seen the making of a star, they hear my name and remember me. Remember me. I am the great. Just let the record show that I said I'm coming for everything. I am the great. Next level. One of the best. Everything. I am the great. Remember me. Yeah.
Hold up, it ain't easy breaking away or being a great. They slamming the door, I'm jumping the gate. Cause a starving stomach like being punched in the face. And an instrumental was the last time that I ate. Food from all of the bass. My A-spoon going, big son told me about the game. 20 years later, know my name. King, crown me, lounge in the back of the spot. Pay homage to an underground peasant, climb to the top. Funny style, on elevators could never fade us. I peep data stain anytime they congratulate us. Goggles is worn and bottles is popping. I'm Deion Sanders on haters, this ice bucket dropping over their head with it. Extra the cred with it. You either fight or flight, I ain't one for the ledge living. I do it for the one that died but fed millions. With soul food flowed and stock my bad kitchen. I'm liberated. I drew a play that they ain't illustrated. I make a move they gladly imitate.